When you're an inventor, you can't just stop at one. A real inventor sees new opportunities in day-to-day trivialities. They might not all work, but it gives us something to talk about later. Today, we're looking at 10 of the most bizarre forgotten inventions from history's most famous inventors. They're not always genius masterpieces. Some were ahead of their time, some just didn't work, and others are simply strange. Watch till the end. We've saved the weirdest for last. Give us a like and subscribe. Let's get started. Before electricity and diplomacy, Benjamin Franklin was just an 11-year-old boy who loved swimming. To improve his speed, he invented hand fins made of wood. They looked like painter's palettes, 25 centimeters long, 15 centimeters wide, with holes for his thumbs. They worked. Sort of. Franklin swam faster, but they tired out his wrists. He also tried wooden sandals on his feet, but those didn't help much. Franklin remained passionate about swimming his entire life, and was inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame in 1968. Leonardo da Vinci left behind many drawings and inventions. One of his most unusual designs was a giant crossbow, 25 meters wide, mounted on 6 wheels, with a flexible wooden bow. It wasn't made for combat, but for psychological intimidation on the battlefield. In 2010, the Discovery Channel built a full-scale model. It actually worked. In 1881, U.S. President James Garfield was shot. Doctors couldn't locate the bullet. Alexander Graham Bell developed an electromagnetic metal detector to help. It worked in tests but failed when used on Garfield. It beeped everywhere. The reason? Metal coils in the mattress, a new invention at the time. Also, the attending physician, whose real name was Dr. Bliss, insisted Bell check only the right side of the body. The bullet wasn't there. Bell's invention didn't save the president, but it marked the birth of the metal detector. Teleautomaton Nikola Tesla. In 1898 at Madison Square Garden, Tesla demonstrated a small radio-controlled boat. It had a propeller, a rudder, and 2 antennas. He controlled it wirelessly using a remote. The audience was confused. Some believed it was a trick, others thought a trained monkey was inside. Tesla believed the invention had military potential. He proposed a submarine version to the US government. They laughed. But today that boat is recognized as the world's first drone. James Watt is famous for the steam engine, but in 1780 he also invented a portable copying press. It used pressure to transfer ink onto thin paper, creating a reversed copy of the original document. It was practical, compact, and over 600 units were sold in the first year. This invention stayed in use until modern photocopiers came along. Joseph Priestley, who discovered oxygen, also invented carbonated water. He lived next to a brewery and suspended a bowl of water over fermenting beer. The water absorbed carbon dioxide, becoming fizzy and slightly acidic. He thought it could cure scurvy. It didn't, but it tasted good. In 1772 he published a paper describing how to make it. He never patented or sold it, but Johann Jacob Schweppe did. Later, engineer George Gebert, working in South America, saw how cattle meat was wasted and used Liebig's method to start a company in 1864. It was called Liebig's Extract of Meat. Others began copying the product, forcing him to rebrand it as Lemco and later as Oxo. Yes, the bouillon cube still sold today. Edmund Halley is known for the comet, but he also made a major contribution to demography. In 1693, he got detailed birth and death data from Breslau, now Wrocław, Poland. Using this, he created the first accurate life table, showing the probability of death by age group. Previous tables, like one made in London, were less precise and based on guesswork. Halley's table became the basis for life insurance and actuarial science. Electric piano Walther Nerst. Walther Nerst, a Nobel Prize-winning chemist, worked with Siemens and Bechstein in 1930 to create the first electric piano. Called the Neo-Bechstein Flügel, it used thin strings, a hammer system, and electromagnetic pickups. It also had a built-in radio receiver and record player. Despite being cheaper than traditional pianos, musicians didn't like how it sounded. The product flopped, but the technology lives on today in electric guitars and pickups. After inventing the phonograph, Edison tried putting it inside a doll. Each doll contained a metal record with a unique nursery rhyme, hand-recorded by women. Since there was no way to mass duplicate audio, every recording was done manually. The sound? Creepy. Even by 1890s standards, the dolls broke easily, were expensive, and scared children. They were pulled from stores after a few weeks. Today, Edison's talking dolls are rare collector's items, and nightmare fuel. Even the greatest inventors had strange side projects. Some were brilliant, some failed, some paved the way for things we still use today. Which invention surprised you most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We've got more fascinating stories on the way. Thanks for watching.